Welcome to the Boardroom and Beyond podcast, a show dedicated to exploring corporate governance best practice. I'm your host, Lyndsey. In each ESG in Action episode, I invite passionate ESG experts and professionals to share their professional services, creative ideas, and inspiring stories, and talk about how they are making an impact on business sustainability, social well-being, and corporate ESG integration. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Boardroom and Beyond podcast. When we talk about multinationals, normally we refer to companies with two characteristics. First, large size. Second, worldwide business activity controlled by the parent company. These two characteristics indicate important roles these multinationals have played in the global economic growth and reform. With the worldwide ESG movement today, and more, Chinese multinationals started to become influential in certain sectors. I'm delighted to have Professor Lourdes Casanova with me to discuss a very important topic, Chinese multinationals' role in the worldwide ESG revolution. Lourdes is the Senior Lecturer of Management and the Director of Emerging Markets Institute at Cornell University. She has been devoting her research in emerging markets multinational companies for many years, with numbers of publications and books regarding multinational companies' operation. Without further ado, please join me to welcome Professor Lourdes Casanova. Hello, Lourdes. Welcome to Boardroom and Beyond podcast. So glad to have you today to discuss this important topic. Before we get started, can I ask you to give our audience a brief introduction about yourself and your research?
So, as you said, the focus of my research has always been emerging multinationals. For a number of reasons, my research took me to this important subject, and actually has also been my niche. So this is my specialty. I started about 30 years ago. At that time, emerging markets and emerging market multinationals was mainly Latin America. It was the moment of the fall of the Berlin Wall. So we started seeing things happening in Russia, in the countries of the sphere of influence of Russia. And China was still quite a closed economy and beginning to grow. But not much attention was paid to China or Asia in general. Little by little, number one, Chinese companies, Indian companies later started expanding in Latin America. That's when I started paying attention to the rise of Chinese multinationals. So Chinese multinationals in the last 10 years have completely changed, disrupted the business landscape. And maybe we can talk a little bit about that later. So my career has been in INSEAD, a business school in France during 23 years, and now 9 years in Cornell University. In INSEAD, I was in charge of a number of executive education programs, mainly in emerging markets, a lot in Latin America, Brazil, Chile, Mexico. That's where I learned a lot in this in an executive education program. You spend 2 weeks, 3 weeks with executives very senior executives from multinational companies and also medium-sized companies. And in these interactions, I learned a lot. I learned what I know today. I wrote the first book on emerging multinationals from Latin America, but 3 more have followed. Another one on entrepreneurship and finance in emerging markets, another one on Brazil, where also I explored the political economy on Brazil. And the last 2, one was the era of Chinese multinationals, and the last one published 2 weeks ago about innovation from emerging markets, from copycats to leaders. That was published by Cambridge University Press and is the result of 1 year hard work among scholars from 15 different countries in the Emerging Multinationals Research Network, and is co-edited by Anne Miru and myself and Fernanda Caen from Brazil. And also with Anne Miru, we have published 5 reports where we research emerging multinationals.
To listen to the rest of this episode, please check our website in the description section below this video. And please subscribe Boardroom and Beyond YouTube channel so you will not miss any future episodes. Thank you for listening.